be very sad if we didn't have one evening of F1.
Oh yeah, I'm up for one.
Rather not have the second. Yeah.
I'll be taking a 3-month sabbatical. All things panning out.
What's the latest on that?
Still going ahead as the latest, but
still just waiting for the flight to be cancelled, basically.
It could literally be on the day. Yeah, it could be on the day where they say, actually, no.
Evening, Chris.
Evening.
We're only just loading in, so you'll have much more practice compared to last week.
Yeah, a half lap.
And touch wood, it is all dry for you, which it is.
Yeah, seems dry.
Cloudy weekend, what is it?
I like a bit of cloud. Messes up Ace's shadows.
This is true.
He's playing their shadow meta.
I was still using your shadow for penultimate turn.
Oh dear.
I don't know about anywhere else on the track.
How many laps is this one?
36.
36.
Yeah, it's quite a short lap. About 1 minute 15 lap time.
A good third of the track is a straight line. In fact, probably more.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be scared of Jack into turn 1. He's got so long.
Yeah. I had so long in Russia though, and I got a rubbish start.
Oh, this is longer than Russia. It looks like it anyway.
Surely once we all get up to speed, we just top out anyway, so it's just the initial bit that he'll take advantage of.
Yeah, the guys in the front row, apart from Blake, yeah, iffy. That wall on the outside is going to bite now. All of practice, I haven't been scared of it. No damage.
I don't know if you want to go past.
No, it's okay, I just came out of the pits. You carry on.
Yeah, I was rubbish my times though.
How did your practice race go, Pop and Joe?
I was hoping to compare some strategies with the total race length from one we did on the weekend, but I got knocked off by an AI, so I have no idea. I have no data.
Well, you know not to get hit by AIs.
Yep.
Well, yes.
Tick that off, he's done that.
Yeah. I believe you'll manage as well. I've got faith.
Just a sneaky suspicion.
How have you found this track, Chris?
I've done a lot more practice than I have for a while, and I don't like it at all. I didn't really get any quicker, even though I did a few hours of it. It's very hard to do a consistent line through, but How about you?
Yeah, I found it easy to learn, but really difficult to master.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, there's a lot of places to get just really bad lines. Oh, like I did there.
I'm on the fast one, Jack, by the way.
Okay. I will out your way on the next voyage on the right.
I'm just learning the hard way as well that I've done all my practice in time trial mode. And now I've got 30 laps of fuel and medium tyres. It's quite a different beast.
Well, that was horrible.
What was that, a 116?
Yeah, it's like over a second and a half off what we're doing.
Totally missed that one.
Thank you, Jack. Takes a long time to let someone past when it's on a straight, isn't it?
Yeah. Not sure if I'd worked out how to do it in corners. Probably fare better in the races. I never know, might not get lapped this race. Maybe.
Always something to strive for, isn't there?
Oh. Lost an end plate. Usual place. This is as far as we got on the PC League this race. We'll see.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Got a red spanner, whoever's in the pit.
Oh, I've got a red spanner.
Oh, hello.
Does that mean you
I'm
then?
in. Ace is in.
Where are you, though, Blake?
I'm on track. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on track as well.
Yeah, we're both on track, so...
Me and Ace then.
The
I
last
reckon.
two that have just gone into the pits, I think. Ooh, me and Parpy teammates.
Can you
That
hear me?
would be superb.
Yeah, I
Yes.
hear
I
you,
can
very
hear you.
quietly, but we can hear you.
Okay.
You're not that
Yeah,
quiet.
it's me or Ace. Quiet? What am I quiet for?
I said you're not quiet.
Not quiet.
Well, I don't know. The Blake.
No, it's better now.
Yeah, you seem like your normal,
No,
boring
shouting.
average self.
See, the bollards are already gone.
Which one? There's a few around this track.
The one's in sector 3.
Oh, that's late.
Where are the other ones? Let's go have a look for them. How many points we can total up? Okay.
How much fuel have you got on board again, Chris?
24 laps now.
Okay.
Oh, save. Right, so it's not Parpy, I don't think, so I didn't have a spanner come up this then.
Yeah, I just left.
So I would say it's Ace then.
Do you want me to let you through?
So I'm probably with Lemon.
No, carry on, man. I'd quite like to drive behind someone, actually, for a lap.
Well, it feels like I'm driving a tank, but you're welcome to.
It's not a lot of fun around here. keep improving on my times, and Jeff keeps on telling me that puts us P6 as if I've not been P6 all session.
Yeah, Span's up now. Definitely, yeah.
That's me and you, Ark, and then Lemon.
Yeah, looks like it. Feel free to give me instruction in the race to stay out of your way. I don't think I'll be trouble with you
Okay.
in many ways in terms of pit stops, but you never know. I've already been involved far too often in your races. I'd rather not.
What tyres are everyone? Is everyone on in a minute?
I've just come up. I'm coming up the hards now.
All I can see is mediums.
I'm on medium.
Oh, don't back out. I was enjoying your pace actually, Chris. I thought you were really good considering the weight you're carrying. I've got
Really?
yeah, I got a lot less weight than you. Well, you know, lockdown and all that.
I'll admit it's taken its toll on me. I don't have any gauge on on pace at all, really. I haven't raced anybody else on this track.
Well, there was a couple
Or
of
the
corners I felt quicker than you, but that was the fuel load really. So could be good. I don't want to give you false hope, but yeah, keep it
Too
tidy.
Too late. Podium, here we come.
No, I'd honestly be so chuffed if you got a podium. It would ruin my championship.
It would probably make it interesting for the last two races.
Oh, it really would.
I just want to see that suit back on the podium.
Yeah.
Long goal pit lane. Let's do your thing, Chris. I'll make a gap.
Alright, thank you. If you underestimate the gap required and you need me to go out your way at some point, just give me a shout.
I'll yell at you, yeah.
What are you up to, Papa? You want a fast lap or just a few break?
Depends whether you are. I was just going to go fast, but
I'm
not
on a long run.
on the.
I'll get out of your way. You're a lot quicker. You must be on lower fuel.
Cheers, thank you.
You're quicker. You must be on lower fuel.
Well, no, it was how much quicker he was.
It's always my excuse in my head as well, though.
Oh, the tyres do not. Is this 50? Is this tyre wear representative of the race?
I think so. Oh, it might be
very
worse in
bloody
practice, but it's choose through 'em.
It's high around here.
Right.
How much fuel have you got in, Ace?
Full 36 laps.
Okay.
Oops. Thought I put the pit limiter on and didn't, and then absolutely gunned it into the
It'd be easy to get speeding penalties in this pit lane.
Yeah.
Creeps up on you very quickly. Alright, so let's do some quality.
anyone have a spanner just then?
No,
No, I think you're good. Apologies for the first part myself.
Yeah, I got a red spanner that you want to move up.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
P3 Jack, yes.
I don't know if it's a real.
Oh no! Oh, I'm dead.
Oh.
Are you dead? You haven't shown up.
Dead.
He's
Yeah.
dead. There's a wheel on his face.
Oh.
Harrowing sight after the S's.
Wow.
You shouldn't slow down when you see an accident, but sometimes they're just too traumatic.
Oh man.
Hope that doesn't rule you out of quality in the race.
They came out for me. Lemon is dead. So.
That's a shame.
Interesting.
May well be a foreshadowing of what's to come.
May get a safety car here after all.
I tell you what, doing loads of practice in high fuel and on shit tyres, it really trains you up well for when you do softs on the S's. Never used
Change
to
your
be able to
livery
do
again, Blake.
Oh, I've got to switch it back, haven't I? Yeah, I bought one with Bitcoin earlier this week. No, it would have been Thursday when we did. Did I not race this on Thursday? I think I did. Oh, we used real cars, didn't we? Yeah, it's just in the shop.
Traitor.
Rain? What?
Rain?
Nope.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm getting the message now. Yeah, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Cool.
Not going to be like USA where it just buckets down at the end.
Just says cloudy in
Does it say cloudy in the race as well?
Yes.
happen.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Overcast.
Yeah, it takes sunny and cloud.
Sunny
Yeah.
spells, yeah, it's more overcast in qualifying, but it says brightens up.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't need to let me buy Ace. I'm going to go pit in the pit stop.
Okay.
Thought you weren't going to go then. What are you up to now then, Chris? You're going to do some quali runs?
Semi-quali runs, yeah. I've put 9 laps of fuel in to do a few of them, but... Ooh. And practice my skidding as well.
Added a lovely drift around the final corner on the in lap there. It's one for the fans.
Oh, this feels so different.
Massive corner cut.
Yeah?
No,
Just-
from
just-
me.
Oh, me as well. I'm just trying to adjust to the fact I'm suddenly turning in so much nicer.
I, on the other hand, have just come from quali runs onto hard.
Ooh.
So just as a reminder, I know I asked you this earlier, Blake.
Yeah,
Can the title be won today?
I think so, yeah.
Or
I think I'd have to win and Pap not get fastest lap in second. Well, I'm not 100%.
So if you win and get fastest lap, there's a good chance. Okay. Sounds like it's a must-win for you, Parpy.
Yeah.
You gotta break the spell of dominance
Oh yeah, I'd like to do that.
because it's been too long now.
Spoken like a true teammate.
Oh, he's not my
I know.
fucking teammate. He's got a different livery. He's wrapped up the team bit. Team bit's done. I don't need
Chris, it's just he used me so he could get the constructors. Now that's done. Doesn't matter.
Disposable, yeah.
He's got his championship.
Donald Trump of F1.
We drain the
Sure what
grid.
that means.
Oh, that's a bit fast. It's a good problem to have, isn't it? It's a bit fast. Chris, you're the green car, aren't you?
Yeah.
When you get close enough behind, just give us a shout and I'll get out of the way.
Will do.
I'm hoping you won't catch up, but I think it might be inevitable. Messed that up.
everyone else just not looking forward to this race?
Yep. I haven't been looking forward to it since the start of the season.
Anyone's a big fan around here. Hopefully Brazil's a bit more enjoyable next week for everyone.
Gone dark all of a sudden.
Still pretty cloudy and still pretty sunny in Sector 1. Jeff says 10 minutes till
Oh,
race.
that is tight. Harp is 5,000. So, Harp, was that a big moment in the S's, or was that just my game glitch now?
Guess it was your game glitching out.
Ah, okay.
Didn't.
It looked like
remember
you
a big
had to do a big, like a big dab of opposite lock. But I guess not.
Don't think so.
Harp, he's giving you a free excuse not to be first. Take it. Grab that with both hands.
5,000, though. That is
Tasty, innit?
I think the last two quali sessions at some point we've been pretty much as close as that.
Oh, that's a moment.
That certainly is. I'm going to let Partbot do that so I don't get disqualified.
What's it going to be, Blake?
Better.
Oh, it's better. Did you lose a bit in just going to the stadium there as well? You ran wide a little bit.
I ran wide, yeah, not really sure. It might have
Probably
lost me a
not
little
much,
bit,
actually.
but yeah. Had to drag it back, but obviously I was then carrying a bit more speed into the corner, so it probably offsets. Blatant celebrating the constructors' win in front of the Mexican fans.
Yeah, just wanted to give him something back. Oh, I'll cross the line, shall I? Then it's finished quicker. Dear. Just celebrating my 6th place in practice.
Well.
Hang on, current tier 1. Oh, is it a new season in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that great progress gone.
Oh, bloody hell.
Let's go get some cheese.
Four? What the heck?
Oh, I thought it was 3. Did they get 4th as well?
They scored. Yeah, they
Got
scored
2 in
like
2 minutes right at the end, didn't
Yeah.
they? 6,
Yeah,
8,
they scored-
7.
Yeah, they scored 3 in.
That's
In
In
dark,
the
isn't
last
it?
7 or so, and Bombolo getting 2.
Gammas!
Oh my.
Oh my, oh my.
Have a wee break.
What does the weather say? It's just very cloudy, isn't it?
Who am I waiting for? Let me out the bloody pits. I was waiting for no one.
You hear that, Lemon? He's calling you no one.
My guy was out before
Yeah,
Lemons.
you
I
know
think
that.
I was waiting for you.
The insults continue to rack up.
Aw. You hurt those that you love the most.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lemon. Yes. Sorry, I thought I left enough space.
It's alright. I made a mistake anyway.
Oh my word.
Are you going for another one?
Very low.
I'm just driving around, don't worry too much.
Okay.
There's a very low front wing on your car there, Ace.
I'm lucky to still be in the session. I'm really, really, really lucky to still be in the session.
Where was it?
Coming out of the middle sector. Just The rear tyres couldn't take what I was asking for, and I was so lucky with the way I hit the wall.
A hot lap right now.
Sorry, someone asked me something.
Yeah, sorry, that was me. Is anyone on a
Just
hot lap?
started one.
No.
Nope.
Just
14-2, Isaac. That's pretty spicy.
It's annoying because there was probably another half a second at the end.
Jeez.
I bumped
half
into
a
them.
second.
Well, there was a lot of mistakes going on. But there's no way I'm going to do time half a second faster than that because I nailed the first 2 sectors. So it's not really half a second. That's like theoretical that I'm never going to manage to do.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
Like, how did you hit the wall at the end there and then only 7/10 off? And there was some gravel or grass involved, wasn't there?
Oh no, if you hit the wall there, the finish line is only what? A few metres down the road, so it doesn't really cost you that much.
Alex has left the session.
Oh, I didn't get a pop-up. Oh yeah, his car's walked back. Oh no, I'd ruined the lap before that anyway. Back end just kept getting out a lot of places. Nice short lap there, so as long as he gets back in, he might still get 2 runs. Crispy 3. Did call it actually, he said he's going to disconnect this session.
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
He's back.
You want a hot one, Isaac?
Yeah. Oops. That's not going to work.
Oh, really?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
If that's Ace, I can't hear him.
I can hear
Yeah,
Ace.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
I can't hear
neither.
Ace.
Oh, fucking hell.
Top is a 114.2 from Park, then we've got a 114.9 from Blake, and then a 116.6 from Chris.
Who asked that question? Because I didn't hear them.
That's basically.
Glenn asked it.
Okay.
But then he left the party.
He left just as Jack had started.
That's what he thinks of me.
Not your time, Jack.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Breaking point.
I was just watching you, Lemon, to see when to come out of the pits, and I just watched you careen off.
Yeah, I missed my braking marker.
I said that you missed an entire stadium. Such was the
Yeah,
mistake.
I used the little white brake boards on the left, and I hit the one after the one I was meant to hit. Oh, that was silly.
You on a hot lap now, Blake?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, Blake is.
What's Chris's time?
Oh, really quick.
16.6.
15.6 or a 16.6?
16. 1-6. Prior to this evening, I didn't think 1:15 was possible on this track.
Oh, well, I balls that up. It's probably good. Why is no one else putting times in?
Bit early. How are you faster? That looked like a rubbish lap, Blake.
It fouled pretty bad at the end there. Must have
Wow.
got the time from somewhere. Again, not a lot in it. Close if I get to go again there.
Well, you're in the 15s, Chris. What were you doing
I've
in
done
time
it.
trial? Is that what you wanted?
Well, my best in time trial was 16.1. So I'm pretty happy with
Oh,
That's a
fantastic,
big
well
improvement.
done.
If it's based on time trial.
It's such a bad lap.
Yeah, I came on board for a bit and I thought, nah, nothing to watch.
Yeah, nah. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I can't really... Oh, Jesus fucking wet. It's fine, I'm just going to qualify. All I need.
Everyone clear? Car to track.
Might have been one of the worst quality laps I've ever done.
What was the time?
Oh, something horrific. 18.3.
299.
Oh, the yellow flag.
Mediums though.
I'm trying to go almost still so that I don't get in Palp's way.
So I'm just on an outlap. That's cool.
Oh.
But thank you.
Have you been out, Clayton, yet?
I'm out.
He's out now.
On the meetings? Presumably.
Yes. Yeah. The usual.
What's Chris's time?
1:15.9.
Yeah.
I don't
don't
think I'll be
think-
beating that.
I don't think we'll get that on mediums, definitely.
Definitely. Oh my god.
Looks like it's going to be a huge time. 13.8.
Wow.
Well done.
Okay, Moses. Quite speedy, isn't it? Is that the first time you've broken 14-0?
Yeah, that is actually first 13.
No, you're safe, Chris. I couldn't do it.
Woo! Yes, Chris.
16-2.
Personal best grid spot?
Should be, yeah. Well, I was 6th in Vietnam on a grid of 11. So this will be a personal best, but
I forgot Clayton.
it's probably second best overall.
Oh yeah, Clayton.
Hang on, you were what in Vietnam? Third?
6th. But there was like 10, 11 people, so it was a more
sorry.
impressive...
Sorry, yeah, you're doing it proportionally.
yeah. That was the track. I was by a mile the
Clayton's
fastest.
on it. Oh, Clayton does Nick 4. 15.786.
God, what a lap that was. Jesus Christ.
Just ace then.
Oh.
Very good, isn't it? Where's this? Here it is.
Has he got into the 14s there?
Into the 14s, yeah.
Yes.
Just 928.
Well done.
Oh no, I wanted to share, not PlayStation.
Well.
That is a bitter pill to swallow, that.
Even Chris.
Even Chris.
Oh no, no. I wasn't about Chris. It's just been, man, 2 seconds is an absolute lifetime, isn't it? What was the gap in USA? I bet it was more than that, wasn't it?
USA was a bigger track, so it'd been more than that.
True.
Yeah, USA I think was 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Jack got 7th, right?
Yeah, I was at the end.
So he's 4th, right? Okay.
hmm
He's already looking behind him. The race hasn't even started.
USA, I was third. I was 2.5 seconds back.
Right. Focus on. Right.
Right. Strategy.
Oh, fucking strategy. Yeah. I just wish it was easier. I wish they could just give you a blank slate rather than having to edit everything all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's annoying, isn't it?
Nice and sunny though.
Yeah, nice sort of rain. They're gonna let me do it.
Well, I tell you what, it's not letting me do, Blake.
You can, yeah, you have to overrule it.
Yeah, you just got to do it manually, haven't you, really? Mid-race. World.
Or do the, yeah, you just got to add the pathetic 1 lap stint at the end or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I put a five stopper on. No thanks. I don't think that's the most efficient way around.
See what happens. Oh, I don't know what to do with my front wing.
10.
Yes.
Could never go wrong with 10.
No, in fairness, it's quite safe, isn't it? But
Safety first.
yeah, probably won't get very far up the straight.
I think I'm ready.
I will.
Really want to
ready
stick
as
with
I'm
you,
ever
then.
gonna be.
If anyone brings a safety car out, God knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got that much brain capacity to figure that out.
I'm ready.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
too.
ready.
Well, I am, and I'm not. But
Is anyone not? Well, is anyone not here?
We might not be able to hear Ace if Ace. talks.
Yeah, it's anyone.
I haven't heard him say anything.
Pop it
Tell
in
you
the
what,
chat and go.
Ace, if you're ready, you hit
Press
go
go.
if you can hear us.
Signature move.
I think he left the chat, didn't he? I think he left the chat, didn't come back
Yeah, I
in.
don't know if he's back in.
So he's typing.
Chris is here, right?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. That's Chris, Jack, Clayton, Bob.
Still typing. God, what's he writing?
His race report,
Whether he's ready or not.
Quality report, yeah. Still typing.
Oh my god.
Do you know what? If he's typing, he's ready. Can we go?
That's not how that works.
Go
You
when
might be
ready.
asking
Yeah, go. I dare not try reconnecting to chat as it booted me from game last time, but yeah, go when ready.
Right.
We've got the formation lap for him to.
You do, yeah.
I looked behind me, and Lemon was behind me in a yellow car. I looked at his tyres, and they were soft, and I had a heart attack. I think I'd put the wrong tyres on. Absolute proper heart attack. Bloody hell.
The red
Chris
tyres.
is here, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
asked him.
just checking.
It's just I thought I was looking at myself for some reason.
I'm just so far up the grid, it's a bit confusing for people.
Yeah.
Can't even see turn 1, can you?
It's so far away.
That's why I didn't want Jack on the 3rd row.
You're locked out here.
Doesn't even need a great start anyway, it's just getting slipstream and battery. We're about 3 or 4 wide down into here.
Yeah, it was 4 wide in a race earlier.
Yeah, after the last few races where I've had contact on that one, you really won't be seeing any heroics from me today.
Famous last words.
Yeah, well...
It's not as if they've been your fault though, have they? It's been a bit unlucky.
Japan was. In fairness.
What happened in Japan?
I don't remember what happened in Japan yet.
I went wide on the first couple of S's, and then when I rejoined, did a bit of a boo-boo into Chris or Lemon or someone. And then...
USA didn't
recent.
sound like it was your fault. I think you
No,
just
USA
didn't power up or something.
No, USA was, Mr.
bumped him.
Lemon.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was you.
It was my fault, yeah,
Well, yeah, I think
Just a line one incident.
my line wasn't great either.
Yeah, it just braked a bit more than I expected, that was all.
Quick formation. What? Ooh, good luck, everyone.
Blake, did you make that similar change on your MFD that we talked about?
Really need it.
No. No, I did not.
I remembered as I got to the stadium.
I can't remember if you could do it in the formation. I'll do it on lap 2, if I remember.
There's Jack. Okay.
Right at the back.
Held us again.
Here he comes.
Yeah, I don't like doing that though. Gives me heart palpitations. Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh,
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 dear.
sorry.
One good.
Oh,
No. Perfect. Oh my god. Why am I such a dickhead?
it's not wing damage again. Oh, fuck, I'm off. Right.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Oh, fuck, Clayton, sorry.
Oh, that's alright. I'm assuming that's your front wing buggered. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
That was a big hit.
Do I want these tyres? Ah! Yeah, I do. Oh. Wondering if you get 100 from me there.
I guess you obviously had to change wings, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the race, Jack.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, sorry.
It's a good start.
Yeah, I know.
Oops, sorry.
Got enough room?
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Oh, that was shite.
Our line to those S's, Jack.
Yeah, that was
Shameful.
That's it,
Both
wasn't
of
it?
us. Half of a heart attack.
Yeah.
These hard tires are interesting.
Well, we went to the hard. Interesting.
My plan was to go cross hard.
What are you on, Jack?
I'm on mediums.
interesting.
Mm.
There's one corner cut.
Yeah, I followed you, you bastard. I got the same punishment.
Well, you did the same thing.
Well, yeah, but he started it, sir.
If I jump off a cliff, would you follow?
For you, mate. Anything. I'd try and catch you. How How was I not in DRS? Oh, bullshit.
I'm just too talented.
You dominated through there, yeah. I thought I was tucked up behind at one point, but I don't know.
What's your plan now then, Lemon, if you don't mind me asking? Feel free to say.
There is no plan. I mean, I'm pretty certain I'll have to stop again. It would be amazing to not stop
Yeah,
again.
you'll
So I guess, you know, see how the hards do. If they can get me into the range of a nice little soft stint at the end, that's probably the plan.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I suppose you've got a few options there, haven't you? You can go hards or another set of mediums.
Soft sod. Yeah, or another medium, yeah.
Softs
You
be
might
a
get DRS this time.
bit of a
I
push.
bloody hope so. Ooh, careful with that barrier.
Yeah, just gave it a little kiss.
Oh, I'm out. No, I'm not.
What? Oh. Put you back to safety car up there for a second.
Really S's.
That's ridiculous. These are there. Well, so the plan has changed.
Sorry, I did not alter it further.
Chris, just be mindful that I'm on slower tyres, so you might have better traction through these places and better
Right.
brakes. I think that caught Lemon out just now.
Annoyingly, you don't have another set hard either.
Yeah, that's alright.
It was too early to go to the end on hards, so just
Yeah.
spoiler alert.
So what happened in the S's?
I just lost the back end. Kind of fairly similar to what I did in practice, but slightly different area. Luckily, I hit the wall kind of with like both left wheels at once rather than
Right,
front
yeah,
wheel,
rather
like
than
I did
an
in
angle.
practice.
They're quite a
Right,
big one.
Chris, are you in DRS there or not?
I don't know, I was right on the edge.
I don't know either.
Yay!
Oh,
I
really?
got some DRS.
I tried to foxtrot Oscar out of there, but
Just... I'm being offered a different strategy. Normally means you're damaged, doesn't it?
Or you're
Front
really
wing
shit
when
on
you
the
hit the
current
wall?
strategy.
No,
It
I
is-
just had it as well, Chris. It just disagrees with what you were planning on doing, I think.
Just Jeff's feeling a bit lonely.
Yeah, not really. Wow, I'm really on my own here. Better not say like this. If you hurry up,
Crashing to a
if I never
wall,
get to
Jack.
racing. Okay.
That is
Not a
that really
bad
helped me out.
shout.
Yeah. I, for one, would like it if you and Lemon could have a good race.
I mean, we did have a pretty good race for a little bit there.
Oh, what the fuck? I've got a penalty.
Oh, what was that for?
Cut the last one.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Got excited there, I was looking for a yellow.
I have damaged my wing.
Oh no. How badly?
Enough. Enough that it's going to
He
need that.
says, rubbing his
Jack.
hands together.
I don't know if you can say "oh no" after praying for a safety car, pretty much. Through someone
I
else's
said I was
whistle.
praying for a safety car. I genuinely
I
you
would
do.
pray for one. I'd love
safety
one.
car would panic the shit out of me. I hate safety cars. I never know what to do.
Makes you think too much of safety car.
Yeah, exactly.
What you
I'm
need
not good
is
at
two
it on the
brains.
fly.
Like, how are you chatting away when doing this?
I'm only talking on the straight bits, not when we're side by side.
Yeah, okay, fair.
We waited all season for this. I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah. This straight is too long. But why do I have to get Paul on the track with this straight?
Yeah, I wasn't too disappointed, really. Yeah, we touched on lap 1. I was glad I didn't get any wing damage from it.
Oh.
Some groaning.
What tyres do you want, Lemon?
Mediums.
So sticking out to your pit stop then, Chris.
I'm considering it, but I did drop 2 seconds that lap by doing it, so I'm not
I
sure.
noticed it. Well, you can't be that far away from your pit stop, right?
No, that's what I thought I could do a couple of laps, but I'm going to end up getting a penalty because I've corner cut again on the S's, so I can't turn enough to get round him now. Disaster.
What tyres do you want to say you want to... Frustratingly, I'm not massively slower than Ace.
You can probably catch me, in fairness.
No, I've hardly dented that gap. So. Like maybe second and a bit, something like that.
If you play the strategy right, you might do, I don't know.
I think I need a nice little miracle.
Or for me to crash, which is not unlikely.
No. Chance
Is that
of
him?
crash just increased.
Oh god, he's right on my arsehole though.
What?
Oh, that was for position, you two. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, you pit.
Yeah, I damaged my wing too much to stay out.
Again, Chris, you... Oh no, you're on mediums, okay.
Yeah.
You're on newer mediums.
Okay, so all's not lost.
You just remembered how error prone some of the tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been pretty decent lately though.
Oh,
Right.
I lost the back end there.
You haven't been making half as many mistakes. I've been making them.
Oh my god, I had a heart attack. I saw a park behind me. I was thinking, what's happened there? But he's pitted, obviously.
You get DRS there?
Just, I don't know how. I ducked under a second just for the line and nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, you're taking nothing just out there though. You know, power break yourself though.
Well, I just had so much spoon. No!
Oh
no!
What's
You
happening?
alive?
No, I've got orange wing though.
Oh my god.
Hello!
There you go, then. I've never crashed there. It's so annoying.
It's only lap 10, lads.
Yeah.
Jack, come
Oh,
on.
man.
Have a little crash and we're all going to be in this together.
It's really tempting.
I can't believe that.
So has Jack
I
just
just-
jumped up to 5th from all that? Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
True that.
I'm just not allowed to have decent pace at any track because I get too excited and crash.
Oh, Chris.
It's such a slow slow motion hit of the barrier as well. Like, I really feel like I should have been able to stop.
To break traction, it's basically impossible, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
Race on!
Just in time to be blue flagged. Perfect.
God, is it already? Oh, okay, you're not quite far back on.
Try to stay with him, you might make a mistake. You can still regain the position.
I'm now driving on some hards that I've never used.
Oh no.
Bit more cars, but yeah, we all ended up together.
Oh yeah.
Just committed
just
to
me
the
on my own,
competition.
Right, a traffic jam around the middle of the track.
At a really bad time as well.
Yeah, awful.
Just got in DRS. I'll pull over to the right after the escape.
You need to.
Like way over to the right.
Too late, Chris. Thank you.
Oh fuck! What the hell?
Another one.
Oh,
Go.
Oh, can you overtake me under this?
No.
Oh.
What
No,
you done?
my Delta was nuts. I had to stop, basically park the car.
That's ridiculous.
Is Delta good now?
Yeah, it's the second now.
Yeah. Let's look after the Delta. As soon as it goes green, I'll try and get past.
Are you still there, Lemon? Are you dead?
No, I'm dead.
You
No,
dead?
dead.
Oh no,
Was it just
we were
trying
going to
to
have
jump
actual
out the way?
battle.
Oh.
Go,
I mean,
Chris,
I
go.
didn't really think I would be disappointed to crash out of Mexico, but I'm really annoyed about that.
I thought we would have had a good fun there. I'll just get out of the way again. I got a penalty.
Oh no! I got a drive through.
Oh, Clayton.
Last second.
Oh.
Jesus.
It just caught me out in the braking zone for the corner.
Oh, if I was clever, I would have pitted under that. Never mind.
Yeah. I'll say that. I can have pitted it now.
Would have been a bit. So what happened, Lemon?
I drove really badly and then I crashed.
Oh,
Story of this week and last week.
oh no.
So I tried to go deep into the stadium corner to kind of let Bart through, but I massively underestimated just how long it would take me to slow down, and I basically just locked up and hit the barrier.
That's unfortunate.
Well, you say that, but it's it's poor judgment is what it is.
I guess, but it's like, I always think that sort of stuff is quite sort of, you don't prepare for it, you don't practice for it, it's quite sort of, it's a weird situation to try and...
Yeah, I was
practice
mindful
for
of
doing.
getting into the stadium section and holding everyone up, because they're not good corners to be
Yeah,
stuck right behind someone.
it's been like a bad time for the front runners to come up on you there, to be honest.
Oh well, never mind. That's my 5 drop zeros anyway, so that's fine.
Not so bad.
I'm starting to think maybe putting a bit of practice in might be beneficial.
How much practice do you normally do then?
Well, I haven't done any since we came back since Christmas.
Gosh.
Chris rocked up every week and raced. And to be fair, it's shown, hasn't it? Especially the last 2 weeks.
Still consistently beating Chris and I.
I don't know if that's true. Is
Well,
it?
okay, not today, obviously, but
I think yeah, Singapore was Singapore before or after?
Before, I
Singapore
think.
was the last one before the break.
Oh, right, okay.
feels like ages ago now.
Yeah.
Yes. So Singapore and Russia are alright. What happened to? Oh, I crashed out of Japan, didn't I?
Did you?
I think crashed out of. Did I crash out of USA?
On the last corner.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. So not really. Oh yeah, I thought I'd crashed out last week actually, but I think I was thinking of Japan. Oh well.
No, you just had a few incidents, but they never wrecked the car till the end.
Yeah, maybe I'll put some effort in this week since it's Brazil.
This is your final chance to serve the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing an awful lot of practice. I can't lie. It still hasn't helped me not wash my front wing off every bloody first lap I make.
Ah, what a shame. I'd really caught up with Ace. I was all over the back of him.
Yeah, looking forward to that battle. And
Yeah.
I suppose that's the
I've seen enough to know that I'd had him this race, but not now. You can't give up fucking 20 seconds. We'll give it a go. Keep throwing everything at it. I had a 3 second penalty, but I wasn't worried about that.
I think if we had a full grid, Jack, you'd probably notice your improvements a bit more because you'd earn more places because of it. Whereas here it's like you're probably really limited to only picking up a couple of places.
I got DRS.
Off of who?
Exactly. It must have been obviously from Ace before I pitted, but you know, a little coming together actually in that little lap. But unfortunately, he didn't spin out and die. And that was meant to be a joke, but no one laughed. Made myself sound like a
I think we're
psycho.
coming up to you, but you've still got a lap or so, I'd say.
Okay. Just direct.
Hopefully we'll catch you in a nice area because the last one was really bad.
Right, a drive-through costs about 16 seconds, it looks like.
That's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there contact late?
I got very close to you. I didn't feel anything, but I wouldn't probably just brushed your back end.
Where the heck are we? Oh, we're here.
Mexico.
Mexico.
No, I'm trying to find myself on the track. Do you get like just blindness to where you are?
Very philosophical.
You'll probably be able to do it on the second straight, I'd say.
Yeah, I'll do it on the second straight.
A monk
Yeah,
went up to
remember, there will be two of us, but I don't think Chris was aware there was two of us.
Okay, yeah.
a monk went up to a hot dog stand and said, "Make me one with everything."
What's this comedy half hour? What's going on?
Nothing else to do.
Alright, are you close enough to get past, or?
Hardcore.
After the next section.
Yeah, the thing is, it's going to get really tricky. Yeah, get through these, and just before the S's, I'd say.
I think that's the right call.
'Cause otherwise, it's going to get far too messy through the S's and the stadium.
Yeah, sorry, Blake. I was busy.
I'm on the left.
No,
Trying not to
I mean,
crash and let
I
past you, I
thought
didn't
I
see
kind of just
Thank
assumed
you.
you'd seen us both, but yeah, by the time I called it out, it was probably a bit late.
I hadn't really
yeah.
seen either of you because the S's are hard enough not to crash anyway.
No, it's just
yeah.
one of them. It's just people just part of the track, and then yeah, we're in the VSC. I was just begging you to stay a bit closer, but
I was when it finished. My delta was 0.2, so I couldn't. I don't know why it was so. I definitely ended up further behind Park than I was, but
oh yeah, we closed up at the end, but yeah, at one point it was about 3 seconds. I did drop out of DRS briefly, but I got it back.
yeah, and I'm sorry.
It's fine. No damage was the main thing. Well, Lemon aside.
Yeah, one retirement. I just got in Lemon's DRS as well. It's frustrating that we were. That was when the back markers became back markers.
I'm going to call it now. I don't think it's over between me and Ace.
Fighting talk.
I think I can do it. I don't know if I can do the 3 seconds, but I think I can get close.
Yeah, just don't pick up any more
Cat's coming
penalties.
down.
Yeah. I've got slightly fresher tyres than him.
So have you both gone soft so far?
No, I've had the medium stint out the way.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
forgot
of
about
course.
that. Yeah,
That's
definitely game on.
interesting. There's only one battle I'm watching.
I can imagine.
Jack and pressure.
He will win.
Yeah, I think I can draw the back of Park's car with my eyes closed, isn't it? I don't know why I've gone this side because it never works. Hey!
Oh, little bit.
Sorry.
Little A. Hey. Oi.
Spoken like a
Well,
true
that's civil.
Liverpool supporter. Don't go there.
Still coming down. Oh my goodness.
Are you watching
Puppets.
Are you watching a level of quality that is
Oh, it's
unprecedented?
ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely
Yeah.
obscene.
Yeah. Got away with that.
The car in front is 12.6 seconds.
How do we... I didn't realise we were this far away from everyone else.
Yeah, you guys fucked off.
Mad, yeah.
I mean, it does tend to happen. Like,
It
It's
just
really
seems to have
happened,
been
yeah.
exaggerated a bit more last few races.
You are
But
that
yeah,
good.
when we had our first stops, we were only behind plates and even the mediums. Everyone
You're
else
the-
had stopped.
You're the triards though, aren't you? You two of your wheels and everything.
Sweaty.
Alan,
I won't
Captain, yeah.
ugh.
Oh god. Always bragging, pop. Just because we're over here crashing into walls. Jesus. This will happen to you one day, Pop. You lose all of your powers. You'll drive into walls as someone younger and quicker approaches.
Maybe Isaac.
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Approaching a pit window, you'll be on the softs.
How's your race going, Chris?
Pretty boring. You know, just
Yeah, me too.
staring at another lost opportunity. All those lost hours of practice that were completely unnecessary.
I just think how much worse it could have been.
Yeah, I could have finished sixth and had all that extra time this week.
Could have crashed into a wall.
Was it talking to you
That is
then?
true, yeah.
Alright.
Are we 9 points apart in the championship? Was it?
Yeah, drop rounds we are.
Yeah, so it would require a minor miracle if it finished like this for anything to happen. Probably a retirement and a podium required.
Don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to go. It'll still go down to Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
I have
interesting.
finally found a nice rhythm though. This track. Never thought it would happen.
I'm trying and failing to manage my tyres from over what is definitely too much of a stint.
Oh, we've got another 14 laps.
Well, you're lapped, so you've got that less to do. Alright, this is the race then. Soft versus medium, 12 seconds. Both pitted. Because of how early I've had to pit, I actually put advantage to race.
Yeah, it's still a gap didn't really come down too fast. So.
It ran out, yeah. My tyres, I burnt them up. I pitted early because of the virtual.
Yeah.
Which would have worked brilliantly if I hadn't then sped under the virtual. That was so annoying. I had a massive delta because I was coming out of the pit slowly, and he just as I got to the corner, I was just carrying too much speed just as it clicked off.
It's really hard to predict that, isn't it? It seems to go up and down.
I like to give myself, maybe a couple of attempts, usually just as a bit of a buffer, but
You want to keep it tight, don't you? Because otherwise it's just really fine.
yeah.
That's what I found out when we last had a VSC, I think.
Let's see what I can do.
So Blake's now pitted for fresh softs. Gap is around 1.6 seconds ish.
Going for the undercut.
So Harps on 3-lap-old mediums, Blake on brand new softs.
What's that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Parp's
3-lap-old mediums.
I
Harps
went
on
soft off
mediums.
medium. I got my medium stint out of the way mid-race.
Okay.
And Blake's just got on the fresh softs.
Can I with you now, Jack?
Pardon?
Can I?
They just
What?
approached.
All the S's again. There'll be two of us again.
Oh, it's you two again. Fucking hell. Alright, on the left again.
Sorry. Don't worry, because we pitted, we haven't already done a lap.
Fucking menaces, aren't you?
This is.
Oh, gee, how many people's races are you going to ruin?
Gap to the car in front is 9.0 seconds.
What's the 75% mark here?
I can't calculate that, right? I'm a bit busy.
Uh,
Let Lemon do that one.
Yeah.
Speed 17. 25 and a half. 26. Sorry, I was adding out now. 26.
Got about 5 numbers there. Don't know which one to take.
You pick.
It was 50% plus another 25%.
Yeah, it's 9, isn't it? 9 laps is 25%. So
Yeah.
it's 27.
We're
So
coming
you
up
nearly
on it
there.
then. Not that I'm thinking of that, of course.
I think just bin it after you get there, Jack.
Yeah, I mean the points are there, right? So
Yeah.
that's how that works.
I can see him again.
Oh yeah, you brought that down. We're 11 seconds to out there.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.5 seconds.
Who's in front out of the front two?
Blake.
Blake.
Oh.
The gap between
How
you
close
and
is it still?
increasing by a significant amount each lap.
Very
1
touchy.
second.
Second.
What's fat caps? Not very big, Clayton.
I'm pushing.
Oh yeah,
You
down
are pushing.
4. Go
Down
on.
4 seconds.
Yeah.
Is that Chris then in the sandwich?
It is. I'll probably do exactly to you what I did to Ace last time. Just pull over to the right after this hairpin. Or in fact, I've gone so wide, I'll just stay.
Thanks, man.
I'm always doing that. I'm thinking about how I'm going to let the person behind through, and then because I'm not thinking, I go wide or
Yeah.
this corner. It's like, oh well, there you go.
It's honestly the hardest part of the races for me.
Yeah.
The constant being lapped and like I'm getting penalties or damage by trying to let people through. It's
Yeah. Or losing just shitloads of time from it because
yeah.
that close. Yeah, it's so stressful because you don't want to ruin someone else's race as well.
Well, on the most part, you guys are exemplary at sorting it out, so
Yeah, we've got much better at that, haven't we?
I've never had a problem with you lot.
Yeah, there's not been many complaints across the season, has there? I can only really remember Ray and Chris at Hungary.
Still stand by. I just didn't know what side you was going.
I don't think she really knew either.
I got it from the other view afterwards. I got that it looked like I just swerved into her way, but you know,
Oh, yeah, we
literally,
could,
I turned one way and then went, oh shit, and turned the other way and
We
then
could
got hit. And
understand
stuff.
what you were doing, but yeah, it's nice to just go through and just explain from both sides.
Yeah,
We haven't had a repeat, so it's worth it in a sense.
it's been more communication, definitely. It's not really something you can practice for either. You
No.
learn the race in line, and then suddenly you have to throw yourself off of it.
Yeah.
somewhere.
3 seconds of ace now.
You're going to try and get that penalty down as well.
I got to pass him and make 3 seconds in 6 laps.
How are those softs doing? They must be...
Yeah, tyre advantage isn't gonna last
46. 46. I've really been pushing, like, this is
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
But if I can do it on track, I'll feel quite cool.
Yeah.
I realise this is probably gone, unless he bums up a corner. Another phrase I've not heard for a while. Oh yeah, I'm starting to feel those go.
Yeah. It really goes on those softs as well.
6 laps on these, these might puncture.
What lap did you put them on?
I had 14 or 15 laps to do.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a long time on the softs.
I think I'm asking 13 from mine. A little more than I like.
I can't honestly remember those, so don't take that with a... That gap is slowing down. See if I can get in DRS this time.
How long has it been since Ace has pitted then?
Sorry?
When
He
did Ace...
pitted the lap before me, I came in on lap 23, so Ace pitted lap
Oh.
22.
That was me then, because I pitted at the same time. So that's 14 laps.
Yeah, because me and Ace are teammates, I was a bit worried that I'd have to push my pit stop back, but they cleared the pit box in time.
Just wondering if his mediums would be going off anytime soon.
What, Ace's tyres?
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't know
not
how old
mediums.
they were.
Mediums
Ace
is
on
rubbish.
mediums, they'll be alright.
Yeah, I couldn't do this against him on softs. In fact,
You alright, Chris?
it stabilises.
Yeah.
Just saw some yellows pop up.
Well, I went off onto the grass, and then I went really slow just to make sure I didn't get a penalty when I came back on.
Okay.
No damage or anything.
Oh, no, I don't know. If I can get in front of him on track, it'd be pretty good right now, but I don't think it's happening.
I'll keep pushing.
Oh yeah. I'd rather spin than give up.
Okay. So got a minute clear of me, so there's nothing you're going to really lose if you do.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to make a call at some point whether to come in and go for fastest lap. Actually, Blake set the fastest lap on soft, so I don't know if it's going to be possible to beat that.
When was that? It was. It wasn't
know
that
what?
long ago, actually, was it?
Yeah, the gaps stopped coming down actually.
Oh, you're only a couple of seconds off as well.
Yeah, but it's been here for a whole lap now.
That's so annoying. Another
Yeah.
second, and you really.
Because it's once you're in
Yeah.
DRS, that's half the job done.
Yeah. Alright.
Right, let's see. Let's just go rich. Use it all up. You can't hear me, so it doesn't matter if I tell you that.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get to.
Chat as much shit about him as we want. Until he watches the stream afterwards.
1.9. Hello, come on.
Oh, come on.
1.8. You shit yourself, Ace. If you're watching this back, I can tell you're shitting yourself, mate.
Go on, Clayton.
Chris going for fastest lap.
I feel like that.
I'm pretty
that
sure I
free
can't do
penalty
it,
is
but
probably giving him a bit of a safety blanket.
1.7. Oh, there's a corner cut, but it wasn't a penalty. It was pretty minor.
0.4.
There's a corner cut. That didn't get a penalty.
Oh.
Yep.
Didn't get a penalty. I thought it wasn't on purpose. It was lack of grip. 1.5. Come on. So close. Get me to DRS.
He's got a couple of laps.
Ace looks slow out of there then. Right. 1.2. I have to go back into standard. I'm running out of
Still got
electricity.
3 more. You just squeeze it and then you can probably have a recharge lap behind him. And then just go all out.
Yeah. That 3-second penalty is a right pain in the arse.
Yeah.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
1.2
My
still.
first warning.
0.1.
Feels closer now. I think his tyres are going off a bit actually, looking at him there.
Yeah, mediums don't last as long
Mediums
as
aren't great at all.
Oh, but he's powered through the S's. God, I would have to straight line them to keep up with him there. I think he's been holding some stuff back actually. Oh, puncture!
For you?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
puncture in the stadium,
Oh.
puncture. Don't hit this
front
wall.
left.
Oh, you've got... Oh, perfect, so you
Yeah,
still
I
have
could-
a crack at fastest lap then.
Yeah. Oh, slow down. What percentage are they on? Well, 100, obviously. The other one's on 69.
That's
Uh-oh.
really low.
You'd be on the last lap, won't you? You won't be able to
Yeah.
go fast lap.
Oh,
no,
depends
I'm
if I lap you. You'll be alright. No, you'll be alright.
Right, let's turn everything down.
The
Oh,
lap's
was that the start
achievable.
of 35?
Sorry?
The lap should be achievable. It's not out of reach because I don't think mine was a full-on effort. I think that was the lap I overtook Hart.
Wow, I was a whole bloody... I was 2 laps short of making it. Such was the drive.
15.8.
Hang on, I've got to drive quick enough to stay away from those 2.
No, you'll be alright because I'm on
Oh,
very old
yeah,
tyres.
yeah,
I'm on
yeah.
mid-60s.
I'm having to lean it out there just so I can get my stuff.
I'm just assuming it's still low enough not to be punched territory. Should be okay.
Corner cut penalties don't matter now, either, do
see the mindset for this lap.
they? Fastest lap coming up. Straight line. What S's? I thought it was an L.
Actually, are you on track?
Sorry?
Where are you on track?
Just coming up to the stadium, on that straight before the stadium.
Oh, you're miles away from me.
Hart's rallying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyres are definitely going off.
if it was ever time to go balls to the wall, Isaac, do it.
There's another lap.
Corners.
That's in the rear, is it?
Well done,
Mate.
mate.
Is that fastest lap as well?
Oh,
Until you get it,
Oh, yeah. Alright,
essentially.
to keep the championship alive. Oh, there's a fucking corner cut.
I think the main thing
Oh.
was Hart not getting it. We'll work it out. Oh, that was good. We had a race on 5 at last.
yeah. 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 Whoa.
I actually have some highlights.
Yeah.
Most of them looking
I
at
actually
your
don't,
rear
'cause
wing.
you're just in my
but-
mirrors. Yeah, there's no highlights for me. Unless you're just looking in the mirror.
Oh,
Oh, I went
Yeah,
green
I
top to one.
sacrifice pole position to keep a set of fresh softs just so I could give it an extra lap or so.
Yeah.
Wait, pretty much everything.
You mean you sacrificed an attempt at pole position?
Yeah, I only did 2 runs. Well, of course, yeah, sorry. I don't even think I'd have hit a 13 in
What is
fairness.
happening here? Is
None of
everyone else
those
watching
corners
Clayton?
matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's corners.
He doesn't
I
turn
got
no
purple
trap.
at the end. I got purple at the end. Was it
Did he at
enough?
least
I'm not
get it?
surprised after the line you took.
Was that enough?
I think
Oh,
we're fine.
yes, boys. I don't know why, but...
We won't know, will we? Oh, click X.
Ace
Here he is.
Oh, there he is, the bastard.
Joined to rub it in.
Yeah. Oh no, not enough.
No, it's still
3/10.
3/10 actually.
I had no power, so I was on standard and standard for most of it. Never mind. God, even those penalties didn't help. Well, I'm pretty sure that means you've won it, Blake.
Congratulations.
Wow.
You've absolutely dominated
Massive.
since the
Yeah.
Christmas break.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Only Singapore. You didn't.
that was before Christmas break, wasn't it?
Before
Oh,
the
sorry.
break,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Singapore's the only gap because I'd won Italy before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
dominated results-wise, but
Pretty
gap has
impressive.
always been within about 2 seconds at the end.
Yeah.
They've not been
I,
easy.
I have no idea how you guys are going over a second lap faster than that these days.
It's pay to win, Ace. They've got racing wheels. Pay to win.
Apparently so.
Says the guy with a racing wheel, too scared to use it. Well, Blake, let's
Well,
start
you're,
with you and... Oh, go on.
I was just going to ask you, Clayton, were your penalties legit?
The first one was, the 3-second one was, although I blame Chris for part of it, because I threw him off.
I was working off the assumption that it would be scrubs, so that was quite a lot of
Yeah.
pressure towards the end.
That's a good assumption to have when you can't do it.
Yeah.
But,
We finally learned our lessons.
Yeah.
yeah, it got close. When we got to that sort of 2-second mark, that's when I stopped being able to make progress. So
Yeah.
I think that's when you started putting some power in, but the tyres ran out. And the tyre, I don't know if you know, but I got a puncture. I didn't go for fastest lap. I got a puncture. So I was
wow.
I was 2 laps short of making it anyway. I was driving the tits off it, like to my 30 anyway. So
Well, you gained 3 seconds on the first lap that you came out on that last stint. Anyway, sorry. Let's let.
we'll
Blake,
come back to it. We'll come back to it.
I've got to head off, but well done, Blake. 'Cause, yeah, like the other said, you smashed it since Christmas. So,
Have a quick chat then, Chris, before you go.
yeah,
Nice chat.
yeah. I
Cheers,
think
Chris.
I need to go. I think I need to go rather than do it. But yeah, basically, I just messed it up.
You did an
2 crashes
amazing
and 2
job.
laps.
You did an amazing job in the first 4 or 5 laps holding Clayton up. That's
Yeah,
Wow.
it started well. I did 100 laps of time trial over the weekend and felt pretty ready for the race. But it was just I don't even remember the first crash, but I damaged my wing on the final corner on like lap 6 or 7, pitted and came out behind Jack and just spun off like 2 corners later and damaged my wing again. So I spent the rest of the race trying to get the hard tyres from lap 9 or 10 to the end. So I was just going as slow as I could, like as easy as I could on the tyres. 2 laps from the end, they were 80%, and I just thought I'd put some softs on and have just to play it safe because Jack hadn't pitted again or crashed, so I didn't really have anything else to race for. So yeah, I'm glad I got round without any more crashes, but it's frustrating to throw so much away in the space of. Well, really, just the start-finish straight. It was the last corner and then the first corner that I did the 2 damages.
Yeah. Look, but
But yeah,
Just-
I think very, very hard to catch Jack now. I think, but
It's still possible.
still possible. Yeah,
You can DNF at Brazil, so you never know.
Yeah.
I think I need that. I need a DNF. Do the noble thing, Jack. DNF.
Take it to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
whether you want to hear it or not, Chris, I mean, I was clearly faster there. I was definitely faster than Ace on the day if I didn't get the penalties, and you were legitimately, around that pace, to be honest. It was there's only a few corners where you were sort of a bit sloppy, but otherwise you were
Yeah.
right on it. So
I felt like I had
It's
the
there.
first half of the lap nailed, and the second half I just couldn't get right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was actually quicker than you in the first couple of
Yeah.
corners when you were trying to catch me, but the second half I just chucked so much time away, and it didn't matter how long I practiced it, I just couldn't figure out how to improve it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't mind that track got better. It got better over time actually. As a race, it's not so bad.
No, well done, mate. I'm lucky and cracking, and see you next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nicely driven.
Yeah, very good stuff.
yeah. See you later, guys.
Yeah, Chris.
Bye.
See you, Chris.
So, champion-elect, or is it just straight up champion at this point? I don't know. We'll see if anyone's got any beef with you.
Blake's got to do the math to decide whether he's champion, hasn't he? I don't.
Oh yeah,
I don't have a clue.
I think we
I
worked
guess
it out
There
before.
or thereabouts. I do have a clue.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'll have my chat and then I've got the laptop loading up, so I'll pop it up. Yeah, did my first laps earlier on as normal after work. Thinking quali early, I did a 14.5, and then I did a soft hard. I knew coming into it that 2-stop was sort of the favoured strategy, but I did a 1-stop and found that pretty doable as well. So it was a bit of a toss-up, but I did fancy being a bit quicker towards the end of the race. Yeah, quali. You watched my first lap, I think, Clayton, didn't you?
Messy.
I was scruffy. I had a really bad first quali lap. I think Parp saw as well. I clipped the wall final corner, but I had a back end slide through the S's, and the stadium wasn't very good, so I was miles off. Went out again, nipped provisional pole with a personal best, but I knew me and Parp had both not fully extracted the time out of that. Then it was, do I go for a third run and go for pole? But then decided, because I was going to do a 2-stop, I'd keep a set of brand new softs just for the end of the race, just to maybe give me that advantage. So I thought pole's not particularly important round here, given the slipstream DRS. Parp did a fab lap. I don't think I would have been able to get into the, what was it, 13, 14? 13.
13.9.
13, yeah, that
13.9.0.
was a rapid lap, so I doubt I had enough time in me anyway. So it's probably a good job I saved the tyres. Good run, both similar starts off the line. I was on the outside. I think I broke a bit later than Parp. Just sort of go around the outside. Parp went a bit deep and touched my wing. Thankfully there was no damage, but you know it's all good as just turn 1, so I had to concede into turn 2. Spamming the battery just to make sure Parp didn't break DRS, and then it was a bit tactical in all honesty. It was just sitting in DRS for a few laps, just make sure I could save my battery while he used his to defend. So I sort of gave it a few half-hearted looks again around the outside at turn 1, but nothing serious. I planned to give it a proper go just before the pit stop, so I could take the lead and then dive in first to sort of prevent an undercut. But I had a little error, so I never got close enough. So Parp pitted. I'd saved a good chunk of battery, so I was able to do quite a good in-lap myself and come out only at 1.2 behind, but basically still within DRS. The middle of the race was almost pivotal. We were catching... Did someone else let us through? Oh, we overtook Clayton, didn't we?
We got Clayton, yeah.
Yeah, and then we came up against Chris and Lemon, who were under blue flags, but we caught them at the worst possible time, which was through the S's in the final sector. Chris jumped out the way of Parpy. Don't think he fully knew I was there because he sort of took the race in line again. I should have made it more clear that I was coming through as well. Lemon jumped off the track completely and ended up killing himself, which brought out the VSC. I hadn't quite got around the outside of Chris at that point, so he was sitting between us. And then just the way the deltas work, I ended up dropping out of DRS on Parpy, which I thought was a bit killer because I was on slower tyres as well. I was hoping to just sit inside and just plan attack, be close enough to plan my attack later on. Thankfully, I just went all out, got back within DRS, and then it's just seeing how the final stints paid out. I think I've ended up pitting for brand new softs 3 or 4 laps after Parp. He'd stretched the gap out to about 3.5, 4 seconds, but brand new softs are just rapid round here, so quite quickly got within DRS, and DRS so powerful it was a pretty easy move. Then it was just building a bit of a gap till the softs went off, and Papi gained a load of time at the end. Came down from about 4.5 down to about a second, didn't it? The last 2 laps or so.
Yeah, I think it was, about that.
Yeah, it was worrying. And then when Clayton said he got his puncture, that's why I was asking what lap he'd pitted, because I was planning on doing 12 laps on the softs, but because I was wary of just how much Papi was pulling away on his third set tyres when I hadn't pitted, I decided to push them 13. But I think I crossed the line with them about 71, so they probably had another lap or so anyway, but it would have been a bit tight on that last lap if there was another one. But yeah, it's great to actually have a full race battle with Parp. Tyre strategy, I think, won it in the end, and just some patience, just sitting in DRS and battery, just planning my attacks. But yeah, great to actually have some side-by-side racing and win it on track.
Yeah.
Well, before we get Pop's perspective, I just want to add that you were not the champion mathematically, purely because of things like DNFs. You're 28 points in the lead.
Don't forget, assuming I do DNF, I'm carrying a 12 and a 13. I think it's the drop rounds that come back into play.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So
maybe
you are the champion.
25. Yeah.
What's Pop carrying?
I haven't worked it all out yet.
Okay.
10s, but yeah, keep going through them. I'll sort everything out.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, Pop, you're unfortunately again couldn't get him. We're all rooting for you.
I gave it the best I had. Yeah, no, I was absolutely flat out the whole way for that one. It's really hard being in front with Blake in DRS on this sort of track, because there's not a lot of space to get away. There's so much DRS going on. There's that massively long straight where I could come out 9.5 tenths. Come out the last corner 9.5 tenths in front, and then it'd be making a move by the time we got to turn 1. But it was really good fun to have a proper on-track battle. I was pleased with my defending, and then realised that actually it's not really going to help me win the race, because you can put the softs on at the end and then drive away, which is a bit of a shame. But it was nice to have a go at the end. Obviously his tyres went off and my tyres weren't, and also I just started driving a bit better, so you can sort of, you know how you go in and out of form in a race. I do a bit in terms of like a tenth here or there, and I was finding all the right lines at the end, so that was quite fun trying to chase down. I was going to pit for fastest lap, but then also thought that was pointless. I may as well just, like at this point in the championship, that's not worth anything by itself, and coming second and getting fastest lap, so I thought I'd just gun it for the off chance that Blake made a mistake and I could win. And it was a lot of fun, because it was coming down at half a second a lap or something.
Yeah, one more lap.
Close at the end.
But you probably would have been DRS. What was the gap at the end?
Yeah,
less than a second, so you had DRS.
Yeah.
And that probably would have been game over, because I wouldn't have had any grip.
So, yeah,
that's a shame.
Frustrating race for me, because I couldn't. I don't think I could have driven any better. I think that's why I got this track. That's it. So yeah, well done, Blake. Really impressive. I found that every time you'd make a little mistake, and sometimes I'd gain a few tenths, and I could just about get into DRS, and then you'd be in it again within 2 corners. I don't know how you're doing that, because it didn't seem like you had a massive pace advantage. But then there'd be the odd corner. If you got behind, you would just eat that time up in a couple of corners.
Yeah, when I was following you, particularly in the first stint, I found it was sort of the little double right-hander before the S's. I tended to get very close to you around there.
Yeah, tricky bit of track. What wings were you running?
What was I running? 3.8, I think.
Okay, so I was on 3.7, so it's essentially the same.
About the same, yeah.
Shouldn't have made much difference, yeah. Yeah, and what else? I enjoyed Ace talking about. I could tell I was on low fuel, because he was on a full tank when I was on a full tank, and I thought that bodes pretty well, because I had 36 laps of fuel as well at that point. But that, yeah, obviously Blake was exactly the same pace on that fuel, so really fun race.
Oh, well.
And congratulations.
Yeah, well, it sounds like, I think we should jump to Lemon, because I think Lemon got a good view of your race.
Have you seen the video I just posted?
Certainly don't have a lot of is this my crash?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a comical. Really put your volume up because the sound is comical. Oh, don't put your volume up to start with.
A really bad time at the in the area. I'll select to the right after the exit. At a really bad time at the
Too late.
I'll select to the right after.
Was it the oh fuck?
Oh fuck.
Actually, there's a huge bang. He disappears off screen, and then there's basically an explosion. That's what I found funny, but maybe it's not very clear on the video.
No, there's a big crunch. You can hear it. It's good.
So yeah, well, Lemon, do you want to say anything about the fight that you saw?
I mean, well, like I said in the race, it's ridiculous to the point of being. I mean, it's annoying, isn't it? Really. It's. I mean, hats off to both of them because it's really impressive. Obviously, well done to Blake. It was just as I was watching, I kept clicking between that, and then as you got close to Ace, I kept clicking back to you as well, and yeah, the consistency is just really good from those two, and they're obviously pushing each other, which is kind of spurring them on a bit more. But it's a pale imitation of well, no, what I'm capable of is a pale imitation of that, which is slightly disheartening.
I think from Ace down, we've all got a fairly similar lap time in us for fastest lap. It's just the level of consistency which is the differential. Because like when you were keeping up with Ace, I seem to remember when you had just been lapped. I think it was Ace.
Yeah. I mean, I put on some fresh medium tyres, and Ace was probably. I mean, that was my second stop, which was onto mediums, which was on approximately lap 4. So Ace's tyres probably weren't that old, but they were certainly not brand new. And that was fine. So I think pace-wise, it was fine. Particularly in the S's, I found that section of track quite tricky, even with a planted car, and the car was very much not planted. So it was kind of a roller coaster every time going through there, as practice showed. And I mean, nothing too exciting happened really. I had a crash. I don't even. Oh, I crashed in the back of you because I missed my brake marker, the same as I did in practice. And then I spun in the S's and took my wing off again. So it was a quick switch from hards to mediums, and then I was fine for however many laps it was until. Chris pitted, and then just trying to let the leaders through. I think I was like looking in my mirror to see how close they were, to see whether I needed to let them through, and so I think I once again missed my brake marker. I kind of meant to brake later than I would normally, but I think I broke on the next brake marker down, and then left a little bit more than that as well. So I was like not in a good place. And then by the time I'd realised what was happening, because I was still kind of having a look behind me, I was already steering towards the wall rather than down the runoff. So it was curtains. But I mean, I was in two minds about whether to bother racing at Mexico because it's definitely my least favourite track. But actually, I was really disappointed to crash out because I was actually having a decent race, especially when Chris came back into things when he crashed as well. Well, I say decent race, like an enjoyable race rather.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any more to say. I'll let people who had more exciting races go.
Right. Well, I think is that Ace that's just joined the lobby, or has he just come online? Ace, are you back? No. What about you, Jack? I'll say my piece of Ace because those. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there it is. Now you go for it then.
How was your race, Ace?
Sorry about that, bloody internet.
Shame that didn't happen in the race. Good, another nice DQ.
It was, I don't know, it was lonely, but it was still stressful. Yeah, so I guess I'll start at the start. Yeah, got off the line fine, and I think we got about 2/3 of the way down the start straight. And I look back, and it's four abreast, and I'm like, "Oh crap! Someone's definitely going to have a go down the inside. I better brake late." So I did, and that was good because I think I was side by side with someone. And then I don't think I got the greatest exit towards turn four, so someone was again down my inside into turn four, and then I still had um, KERS or whatever it is enabled, so the back end was a bit dodgy. So I don't know if I was like, I don't know. I think someone was on my outside as we went into the double right-hander, but then I don't know. I don't know if I blocked someone or someone outbraked themselves or whatever, but I ended up staying in.
It was Jack. It was Jack. Yeah, broke himself.
Yeah, was this into turn 4?
It was 4, 5, and 6 and 7.
Yeah, turn 4 was where I picked up my damage because I braked way too late. I'll tell you about this in a bit, but yeah, I ended up bumping into the side of you there. That's where I picked up my damage in turn 4.
Right. I think on the switchback I might have gone over to the left a bit more than perhaps whoever was on if you were on my outside, but I still left a car's width, so it felt messy, but it felt messy behind me, and yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a lot was going on, but yeah, maintained third, and then Chris did a stellar job holding Clayton up for several laps, and that gave me about a 5-second lead. And then it kind of got completely erased around the first pit stop. As I went into my first for my first stop, I was kind of pissing around with the strategy because I was a bit unsure, and I changed it at the very last moment back to what it originally was. But this actually made my pit crew very slow. So instead of like the normal 2.6, it was like 4 seconds. So that lost me. Yeah,
I was worried you'd get caught by that because remember we were teammates. I noticed you stopped lap I did, so I was hoping there was a big enough gap. Yeah, I would say that's because we pitched on the same lap. Thankfully, it wasn't a huge delay then.
Right. Okay. Maybe it was that then. And then Lemon had his crash, and of course that played into Clayton's hands. So I think it was almost 6 seconds at one point, but that went down to about 2. And then Clayton, you were incredibly quick, and then you had like a lap where I was just making a lot of mistakes because you were pressurizing me. And then you immediately went into the pits, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I thought you had damage or something because it was so abrupt. Because you were like definitely going to be in DRS, and it felt to me like you were definitely going to overtake me down the pit straight. So,
Was this at the very end?
Yeah. No, this was like when you stopped for a
Yeah.
time. First time.
So my tyres were. The first pit stop was on the virtual. Second pit stop was because I'd come in early and my softs had gone to 72, and I figured if I come out behind you, I'll get DRS the lap after that the lap I come out, rather than having a pit stop and maybe losing
It
it or
felt
something.
like you only had about 5 laps on that second set of tyres, the first set of softs you put on.
I mean, obviously it would have been a bit more than that, but they were at 72. I seem to remember, so I maybe could have got one more lap, but even so, it wouldn't have been enough. I popped.
Yeah.
Well,
So after you pitted, I noticed the gap went down quickly to 15, and I had a couple of scruffy laps after you pitted because I was a bit, like, well, I should have this in the bag now. But then I was like, oh, he's gaining on me really fast. I should re-engage a bit. And you were still closing me. You closed it down to 12. And then I was like, well, I'll just mirror what I think he's going to do. So I took the softs a lap further than was planned, and instead of going in 20, I went 21, and you pitted the same lap. And then you came out on your softs again. I'm like, what? He's got to stop for mediums at some point. And then that was the point where it struck me. You put mediums on at the start, and I was like, crap. And the first lap, you went from like high 12 seconds behind me to 9 point something, and I was like, shit, this guy has pace. This is not good. But yeah, I just kept telling myself, well, he's got like a ridiculous amount of laps to do on the soft tyres. Surely they'll go at the end. So if you just keep on being really, really consistent, which is what I was doing, then he'll either have to pit or he'll just run out of tyres at the very end. And yeah, the lap before, you got it down to like 1.5 seconds and really close to DRS range, and I was starting to make some small errors at that point. So I'm glad your tyres went.
it was really nice that you were
making it very uncomfortable.
Because you were in the party, I could excitedly talk about the gap without feeling like I was being a dick to
Oh
you.
yeah, that was a very different dynamic as well. Because without the chat, I guess I've got used to it because I was feeling the pressure more because I only have my own like voices inside my own head to play with. So
Black Glen, White Glen.
I felt the pressure way more there than I did somewhere, say like Japan, and Japan was mad because I had to be perfect to keep you behind me in the wet weather there. So yeah.
Well, you did well.
Yeah.
And you did everything you needed to do. I think, well,
I need to put more practice in for Brazil because otherwise I am going to fall prey to the likes of Lemon and may well do to Jack and Chris if they have a consistent race. They've shown enough pace at various points of the season. So yeah, I need to put practice in to find myself a really.
I really hope you don't.
Brazil
I think you've got third place now, or fourth.
It's not done and dusted by any means, but
4 points between you.
I've put myself in. I guess 3 races ago, you were probably favourite, but now, arguably, I'm slight favourite, I guess. But it's still Formula One, and one mistake and bang, the whole thing can change. So I'm not taking anything for granted.
No, fair enough. Well, everyone, well played, Ace. You did well. My thing, I'll try and keep it as short as possible. Everyone hates Mexico. I don't particularly like it as a spectacle, but I like it a lot more than, Singapore's, Brazil's, Abu Dhabi. So I really wanted to get third place here. I really wanted to get on the podium. I thought this was my last chance. And I think I had the pace, in all truth. I mean, look at that gap to Ace. There was a puncture. But I had a drive-through.
I don't understand why you didn't stretch that first soft set a bit further, because if you'd have done that, you'd have had the tyres at the end.
No, well, so there's 2 things that happened. One was I was already on over 70% on my front left. So you can't forget that. The other thing was, because of the drive-through and the 15-second gap, I had to push to have any chance. Now, I pushed a lot harder than I would normally push in a Grand Prix. I usually keep a little bit back for consistency's sake, and especially with all the penalties you can get around here. Well, the penalties I've been getting around here in practice. I think it was 40 seconds at one point. But, yeah, I just went for it. And that meant sod the tyres, if they go, they go. And I was so lucky they went in the stadium, because a lap without a front left could have brought Jack into play.
I was really hoping it would.
Literally, it was only
two
only 2 corners from having me to do a whole lap on it. So amazing. So I feel quite lucky in a way. I'm not too sad. I don't. Yeah, it was a really fun race for me. The plan at the start was to just take it easy on the medium. I hated the mediums in practice. And at the start, I actually opted to fall back a bit on the straight. I lifted off just to give the others a gap because I could see there was going to be something going on. And then Jack Julie smashed into the side of. I think it was you, Ace, actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I was half thinking there could be an opportunity for me here if he's got a bit of a front wing missing, but it looks like you got away with it. And it was a case of picking people off as I could, but again, as we said earlier, it wasn't easy to get past Chris. Jack had to pit, and I can't remember how I got past Lemon. Don't know if Lemon's still here. If you remember, did you? Oh yeah, you hit me. Did you go wide somewhere? You must have gone wide.
It was because
in the
because
S's.
Jack had took his wing off, so he was like he was having trouble through the S's. So
yeah,
I was conscious about not wanting to like smash into him, so I kind of my line was wrong. So I went off track, and I kind of just eased off the throttle, and then so you got in front of me, and then obviously I smashed you up the backside, which is not ideal.
I liked it. Yeah, do you know what? I remember that very well now because I also went off the track, but on the other side to avoid it. So then the rest of it was just racing the clock really, and I was quite proud of myself, but just couldn't quite get in the DRS. I wanted to ask you, Ace, what wings did you have?
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I changed my setup in practice, and I don't know if it was better or not. It felt better on the first 2 laps, but it might have been just because I'd put fresh softs on. So I had a setup that was 2.7, but it just didn't feel great at the back. And then I put a setup which had 4.5 on. And that felt like it turned in better and it was stable, but it might have just been because it was fresh soft tyres. So I have no idea, but yeah, 4.5 and not that great, apparently.
Wow. I was running a 2.6, so if I could have got close, I should have got past then. So that's it really. I really enjoyed the race, even though I wasn't always on track with people. But yeah, playing the clock's always fun. At least it is for me. So.
I think I was looking at the clock more than I was the track.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, Jack, you had that awful first lap or first corner, really, and then seemed to have a good race after that.
Yeah, so I went for a one stop, but I knew soft hard wasn't going to happen, so I went medium hard. I actually first corner I thought I did very well. I made up 2 places on the start finish straight. I did get a good start.
Surprise.
Yeah, and I was very sensible through the first 3 corners, and then we came up to the next corner, turn 4, and I just got really caught out by, I think, partly the slipstream, partly the dirty air, partly just forgetting that I needed to brake, a good sort of 20 or so meters earlier. Barreled up the inside, smashed into Ace. So apologies for that, Ace, but at least didn't get any damage, I think.
Wow! I just watched it back, and I was almost up the inside of Blake, to be fair, myself. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was a pretty big hit because I ended up with an orange front wing. I definitely couldn't sustain that. The following rest of the lap was a bit of a state, I'm sure, as half the field saw. Then Lemon obviously crashed into Clayton coming into the stadium section and did his front wing in as well. So we both pitted. Very close to each other and came out again very, very close to each other with Lemon just ahead. And then I don't know what downforce you were running, Lemon.
I can't remember.
Okay, because I was on
3.7 maybe. 3.7
okay.
Possibly.
I was also 3.7 actually thinking about it. But as soon as we were out the pits, I was straight on the battery and the fuel mix. and came storming up, behind you, and then we went side by side through basically, well, yeah, from the start finish straight up to the start of the S's. We were side by side, which was really good. And then I got ahead before the S's, and then I can't remember what happened after that, to be honest. But then some time went by, and then I found Chris, because Chris had to pit for a wing, I think, and he came out just behind me. I managed to keep him behind again, but that was again some pretty tidy racing from both of us. And then it was after that just sort of playing out the strategy, trying to keep it consistent. Got into a bit of a groove, and sort of everyone else's race sort of fell apart really around me, which is a bit unfortunate because it would have been good to do some proper overtaking on track and sort of have that stick. But otherwise, it was what I needed for the championship. Obviously, it's still tight enough that it's interesting. Obviously, which is the main thing. But I got a little bit more breathing room now. But I was really worried about Chris. The first sort of, even from quali actually, because he put in a really good quali time, and he seemed to have really good pace until he got some damage. So I was thinking, Jesus Christ, he's going to get like 4th place or something, and I'm going to be back in last. I thought that was it, but don't count your chickens and all that. So pretty happy with the race overall, though. It's not an easy track, is it? But yeah.
Well, awesome. All right. God,
On to Brazil.
that race was a million times better than our race last year at Mexico. I can't even remember what happened last year, but this year we had, from my point of view, I had a good race against Ace, and then we got the front two just absolutely going at it, absolutely sensational. Can't wait to watch that back. Mostly from Blake's point of view. Don't care about Paps. And
it's a clear track from my point of view. It's very
That's the
black.
issue, isn't it? When it's
I want to
one
watch
and two?
Blake's as well. Yeah.
It's part looking back all the time.
I think something was wrong during the first sector because the right, left, right at the start. I was basically I've just been watching the video back, and I'm basically losing like over half a second every time through there. So I'm doing something wrong through there, I think.
Are you taking much curb?
I basically clip the normal curb on the first corner, take all the curb on the second, and then clip it again on the third. I can't really vault over it like I think you're supposed to.
You got to straddle the sausage, haven't you, on those?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Ace, it's a shame that you weren't on. I think I said it for your benefit, actually, but you weren't there because as soon as I came in for my drive-through, I came out again. I was like, "I've got you. I'm going to have him." And I actually said that in the voice chat, but
He was very confident.
Yeah.
And on a mission.
You had a drive-through, and
under the safety car.
VSC.
I came out of the VSC, and because I'm coming down the straight out of the pits, I had like at least half a second going into the first corner, so I wasn't too worried about it. Just took a sort of normalish approach, but maybe a bit slower than normal. And I just noticed it flicked to red. So I put the brakes on, but that was the exact moment the safety car finished. So it was a slam dunk. Can't argue. I should have given myself a little bit more. I wasn't, because I was looking at apexes. I wasn't looking at the time. So got a drive through, and without that, I would have definitely beaten you. I think, because I would have probably driven even better because I would have been driving smoother and slower and saved the tyres a bit.
Sounds like I was doing very wrong things.
But like I say, the way you described Mexico going into this race, you weren't looking forward to it, and I didn't ever say publicly that I hated it in as a driver.
I liked the track. I just knew I was slow.
Yeah. It's got a big long straight on it, so I quite like it. Although so is Abu Dhabi, and that can go fuck itself, can't it? Really. What an awful place.
What a terrible round to finish the championship on.
I know. Should we add a round in?
It's rubbish, isn't it?
But, oh no.
Another one in
Take
Silverstone.
a round out.
I
Silverstone
think-
short.
Yeah, I think let's do Silverstone. You'll be fine with that, ace, won't you?
Abu Dhabi is my ace in the hole, so there's no way you're taking it from me.
Isn't that your nickname?
Street name.
Right.
I'll say
think
this
it's-
now: I will not be 50 seconds behind Blake and Pop.
What, Abu
at the end
Dhabi?
of Abu
Clip
Dhabi.
it.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Ooh, okay.
We'll see.
That's a big margin, 50 seconds.
Alright, well, that's it. Chris has asked in another chat if we're going to play golf, Ace and Lemon.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No.
Nope from Lemon. Nope from Ace. Do you know what? I was going to suggest slots. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, I'm turning this thing off. Catch you later. Well done, Blake. Well done for your driving, Pap, and well done, rest of you. To it.